Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sigbe. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to run online backend system in ASP.NET, C#, SQL Server, and Bootstrap. So I have already logged in here. So quickly, I'm just going to show you a snippet of how the customer's interface looks like, and of course later I'm going to log in as the admin, that's the staff, to show you how the admin interface looks like. Okay, so we are in the customer's interface. Here I'm going to click on dashboard. So on dashboard we are going to see account balance, that's the customer account balance, and then from the dashboard the customer can click from here and go straight to the transfer money page, where the customer can be able to transfer money to another customer. Okay, so that is how the dashboard looks like. And then we are going to go to the transaction menu. From the transaction menu we are going to click on transfer money. So once I click on the transfer money menu, I'm going to have this. So the source account right here is the customer that is currently logged into the system, and then the beneficiary account is the customer that I want to transfer money to. Let's say, for instance, I am the customer that I've logged in, Alex Demo. So amount to transfer, for instance, I want to transfer 2,000. Okay, so the beneficiary account, I'm going to select any demo account number right here. Then I'm going to click on the search button. So once I click on the search button, now this customer's name will appear. Of course, I have the customer's account number, and then we have the transaction description. So once I enter maybe testing here, and I click on the transfer button, this 2,000 naira will be transferred from this customer to the other customer. All right, so now I'm going to click on statements just to show you how this works. So all this is just a snippet of how the interface of the customer look like. Of course, I'm going to show you how the that of the admin looks like. Okay, so we have the customer statement. Now for this, these are all the transactions that this customer has been able to do. Okay, I did this while testing the system. All right, so everything is working correctly. So Alex Demo has been able to do all this transaction. As you can see, we have the customer's name, the account number, the date, the description, debit, credit, and then balance. Okay, so the current balance for this customer is this amount. All right, so all this data are for demo purpose. None of these are correct, they are just used for testing purpose. So we can filter the transaction like this account statement. We can filter it by date, that's date from and date to. So let's filter all the transaction done on the 14th of September. So I'm going to click on the date from, I'm going to click on this, I'm going to click on September, then I'm going to look for 14, I'm going to click on 14, and then of course I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to click on September, I'm going to click on 14. So we want to view all transactions from 14 to 14 of September 2022. All right, so I'm going to click on the search button. Okay, so we have filtered all the transactions done on the 14th of September for Alex Demo. So this is how the statement of account works. So the customer can view the his balance, account balance, from the dashboard. Then the customer can transfer funds, can transfer money to a different customer. Then the customer can check account statement, and then the customer can view his or her profile. Then they can also update email and password. So this is how the customer's interface looks like. Okay, so quickly I'm going to take you to my PowerPoint guide where we are going to be looking at. So the project name is Online Banking System in ASP.NET, C#, SQL Server, and Bootstrap. So for the CSS, I use Bootstrap, and then for the database, I've used SQL Server. And for the back end, the code behind, I've used C#, and then the front end, of course, is ASP.NET and HTML. Okay, so I'm going to navigate to the next page. So the IDE, that's the integrated development environment that I've used to develop this project, is Visual Studio Professional 2017. So that is what I've used. If you want to be able to build this project or to modify the project, you would need this IDE installed in your system. All right, so I'm going to navigate to the next page. So I'm going to show you all we have two different modules. We have the administrator and we have the customer module, which I've been able to show you how this works. Okay, so I'm going to navigate back to the administrator module. So all these are all the functionalities that we have in the administrative module. All right, so we have the login, we have the dashboard, deposit, withdrawal, update customers profile, customers list, deposit list, withdrawal list, register new staff. So I'm going to show you how this works. So once I'm done showing you how it works, and then I'm going to take you back, then I'm going to show you how to run online banking system in ASP.NET, C#, SQL Server, and Bootstrap. So quickly, let's go back again to our web browser. So this time around, I'm going to log out. From this demo account, customer demo account, and then I'm going to go to the admin login page. So for all of this, let me take you to my Visual Studio environment as the IDE. So if I click on the Solution Explorer, is where you're going to see all the web forms and all the folders, and then you're going to see the database is located right inside the app data folder, and then this is my solution file name. Okay, so this is the admin login web page, is login.aspx. All right, and then let's go back once again. So we are in the admin login page. Now I'm going to log in as the administrator. If you like, you can call it staff. So I'm going to log in as a staff or as an administrator. So I've created a demo login account. That's what I'm going to use to log in. Okay, so everything that we are going to do here is for demo purpose. So I'm going to click on login. Okay, so I'm on the dashboard. Now we have a total number of 5 customers. I'm going to click on this. Okay, so we have 5 customers that have registered on the system. Okay, so sorry, this serial number, I've deleted some record while testing, so this is not correct, but I'm going to correct this. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So if you get the system, you know what to do. All right, so a total of 5 customers have been able to register in the system. These are all demo data, okay, that for testing purpose. So I'm going to take you back to the dashboard once again. I'm going to click on dashboard. So we have a total deposit of this amount. We have a total withdrawal of this amount, and then from here you can view customers profile. So I'm going to click on that. So here you can view customer profile. Let's see, search for a particular account number. That's a demo account number. So once you click on search, it's going to bring out this customer's details, and then you can update the customer's details. All right, so that is how the dashboard, looks like or works. So I'm going to click on deposits. Click on deposits. So for deposits, you can search, enter the customer's account number, click on search, and then it's going to bring out the customer's details. And then you enter the amount right there, you confirm the customer's photo, okay, and then you click on deposit button to deposit the amount for the customer. And I'm going to click on the withdrawal button. So the same thing, enter the account number, click on search. Okay, so you're going to bring out the details of the customer. Then you enter the withdrawal amount, then you click on the withdraw button to make a withdrawal for this customer. And then under the account menu, I'm going to click on customer to expand. Customer profile, I've shown you how this works. Okay, and I'm going to go back on this customers list. I think I've shown you this also. Then I'm going to go to deposit list. Now these are a list of deposits that we've done in the system while testing the system. So here you can filter by date. So I'm going to click on this 31st. Excuse me. I'm going to click on 31st. I'm going to filter details. That's all the transaction done on the 31st of October. Okay, so you can get your report by date range, date from, date to. Then you click on search, you get your report. All right, so I'm going to click on the withdrawal list. On the withdrawal list too, we can do same thing. We can filter this by date. Okay, we can filter this by date range. Click on search. All right, so we can also do this. So typically this is how the staff or the admin dashboard looks like or works. Okay, so now that I've shown you the admin dashboard, okay, or interface, and the customers interface, now I'm going to log out as the admin. All right, so now I'm going to show you from I'm going to start all over and show you how to run online banking system in ASP.NET, C#, SQL Server, and Bootstrap. So I'm going to go back to my IDE. That's the Visual Studio IDE. So I'm going to close my solution. I'm going to click on File, then I'm going to click on Close Solution. Okay, so I'm going to click on File again. I'm going to exit Visual Studio. Okay, so I'm going to click on my File Explorer. So this are the project files. Okay, if I double click on this online banking C#, these are all the web pages and all the folders that made up this project. So I'm going to go back once again, and then this is my solution file. Okay, online banking C#, this is my solution file. So I have Visual Studio, of course, installed in my system. So I'm going to double click on this. So if you have different versions of Visual Studio installed in your PC, of course, you can always select the one that you want to use to view this project. If you're using Visual Studio 2022, of course, you need to upgrade the database, okay, for you to be able to use this project in a later version of Visual Studio. Okay, so you can click on this and then you click on Open, then you select your version of Visual Studio, just like we have 2010 and we have 2017. You can just select this. Okay, but nonetheless, if you've set Visual Studio 2017 as your preferred startup program for this solution file, and then just double click on it. So now I'm going to double click on it to open the project in Visual Studio 2017. So I've done that. We are going to wait for it to load all the files that made up the project in Visual Studio 2017. So currently all the project files are loading. We just need to, wait for it to finish loading. Also, I'm going to wait in the local host. Okay, so it's going to open a new tab. These are the tabs that we use while showing you how the system works. So we're going to wait for it. We're just going to wait for the new tab to open. Okay, so it's going to open very soon. Just a few minutes. Looking using the local host. The customers admin login page is what we have here in front of us. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is that I'm going to show you how a new customer can sign up or can create an account. So we have need an account, sign up. I'm going to click on this, click on it. So now we have the account opening form. Okay, so we have this auto-generated customer's ID, and of course an auto-generated account number. Okay, so for this I've used cryptography to auto-generate this. Okay, so and also this. So quickly, all the data that we're going to use in filling the account opening form and the ones that we have done before are all for demo purpose, are all for testing purpose. So we're going to click on the account type. We are going to select savings. Then we're going to enter a name. So for this name, I'm going to enter Daniel. Okay. Again, I'm going to use demo since we are doing recording a demo video testing. So for the gender, I'm going to select anything. Select maybe male. Okay. So for phone number, I'm going to enter a dummy phone number right here. So for the marital status, I'm going to select let's say married, as the case may be. So date of birth, I'm going to select any dummy date of birth. I'm going to select dummy date of birth, which of them I'm going to use as for testing sake. I'm going to select this. Let's click on this. There. Okay, so we've selected a date of birth. For the address, customer address, I'm going to say 128 demo address or demo street. Okay, so we're going to select the ID card type. We're going to select national ID card, and then for the ID card number, we're going to enter any dummy ID card number. Okay, so for the customer's photo, I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to click on choose file. So I'm going to locate where we have a dummy photo, okay, that we are going to use. Going to use one of those dummy photos. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so for the customer's email, I'm going to use this. Okay, okay, so for the passwords, I'm going to enter my preferred passwords. All right, so now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to confirm everything that I've entered. Okay, if I've entered it correctly, I'm going to confirm everything. Okay, so this is our account number. We would need that, so I'm going to copy this. We're going to need that later. Okay, so we are going to check everything that we've entered to make sure that we've filled in everything that we have here on this page. So if we are okay with it, I'm going to click on the submit button. Click on submit. Okay, so connection timeout, trying to establish connection to the database. That's not a problem. So I'm going to click on submit again. Okay, so I'm going to use another image. So I have an error there that the image that I load could not locate the path. So I'm going to look for another dummy image to use. This time around, I'm going to use this one. It's all for testing sake. So I'm going to click on submit button. All right, so record submitted successfully. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to return back to the home page. Click on home. Then I'm going to log in as the newly created customer, the account that I've newly created. I'm going to log in just to see how my dashboard looks like. Okay. So I'm going to click on login. That's the demo customer that we just created an account for. So currently I have no account balance because I haven't made any transaction. I haven't made any transaction. So I'm going to click on my customer's profile. Click on profile. Okay, so these are all the data that we've entered as the customer. That's the demo customer that we just created. All right. So quickly we are going to log out. All right, so now let's log in as the admin. Then we're going to deposit money into this newly created account and then also withdraw money. Okay, and all of that. So I'm going to click on this, the admin login page. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to enter the admin email. Then I'm going to log in as the admin or probably staff, as you might wish to call it. So we have this total number, total customers. I'm going to click on this. Okay, so this is the recent record that we have here. So that's the customer that we have created account for, Daniel Demo. Okay, this and this, all this record here. So what I'm going to do right here is that I'm going to click on deposits. Okay, so for deposits, we have the customer's account. So I'm going to click on this, then I'm going to enter that newly created account number. I hope it's correct. So we're going to find out. I'm going to click on search. Okay, so that is not the account. So I'm going to quickly get the account from here. Customers list. Okay, so this is the newly created accounts. Copy it, go to deposits. All right, so here I'm going to paste this, then I'm going to click on search. All right, so as you can see, Daniel Demo, that's the correct account number. Okay, so now what I'm going to do right here, I've searched the account number and I've confirmed the customer's photo and the customer's name. Now I'm going to enter a deposit amount. So again, this data are for testing purpose. Okay, they are not real data. So what I'm going to do is that I've entered 70,000. So I'm going to deposit this into this account. All right, so I'm going to click on the deposit button. All right, so we have the first deposit in this account. All right, so we have 70,000 naira as credit, and then we have a balance of 70,000 naira. So quickly, let's see how we can withdraw money from this same account. So for me to do that, I'm going to click on withdraw menu. Okay, so again, I'm going to enter that account. Then I'm going to click on search. as you can see, we have the first transaction that was done with this customer. Okay, so how much are we going to withdraw? We're going to enter any figure. Of course, we are testing this, so we're going to enter let's say 45. Okay, 4,500. So I'm going to click on the withdraw button. All right, so we did a cash deposit of 70,000 naira, and we also did a cash withdrawal of 4,500. So we have the credit, we have the debit, then we have the current balance. So of course, if you add this to the current balance, we have the initial balance. Okay, so the current balance is 65,500. Okay, so this is what we have here. So it's all working well. So you've seen how the deposit page and the withdraw module works. So what we're going to do right here, I'm going to take you to customer. I think I've shown you how all of this works. So let's go to update customer profile. So we're going to search this newly created customer. I'm going to click on search. Okay, so here you can update customers record. So that's the Daniel demo that we just created. Okay, so we're going to go to customer list. You've seen the newly created account right here. Okay, so we're going to go to deposits. Let's see the I'm going to filter this by dates. Into filter this to the first. Filter this by 31st. That's today. I'm going to view all the transactions that we've done today. So this is Daniel demo. Okay, all this, what we have here. All right. So now what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to check the withdrawal list. I'm going to click on this. Okay, so I'm going to filter this again. I'm going to filter, click on this, filter by dates, click on date to filter to the first, click on search. All right, so we have this. Okay, so this is it, Daniel demo. That's the transaction that we just did. Okay, so this is how the admin module or interface works. Deposits, withdraw, customers, update customers profile, view customers list, view deposit list, withdrawal list, and all of that. So now we are going to go back and log in as a customer. Then I'm going to show you how to transfer money from one customer to the other. Okay, so I'm going to log out as the admin right there as the staff. I'm going to log out. Then I'm going to, let's go back to this customers page. Here I'm going to now log in as this customer. So I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in as this demo customer that we just created. All right, so now we have an account balance. Initially, we didn't have anything here because we did not make any transaction. So now that we have some transactions done, so you have your account balance, okay, right here. So let's confirm this 65,500. So let's go to statement and confirm this. Okay, exactly what we have here, 65,500. Okay, so now let's see how the transfer money page works. So I'm going to click on the transfer money. So we're going to test this, how it works. Now I'm going to enter the amount. We're going to transfer 15,000. Okay, I'm going to transfer 15,000 to, let's see, okay, this person. Who is this person? I'm going to click on search. Okay, John Demo. All right, so we're going to transfer 15,000 to John Demo. So the transaction description, I'm going to say testing transfer. Okay, so our transaction description is testing transfer. So I'm going to check if everything has been entered here correctly. So I'm going to click on transfer money to transfer 15,000 naira from Daniel Demo to John Demo. So I'm going to click on transfer. So once I've done this and it's successful, we are going to log in as John Demo to view the if the 15,000 is actually credited to John Demo. Okay, so I'm going to click on transfer button. So the transfer was successful. Now before we log out from this Daniel Demo to log in as John Demo, I'm going to click on the statement. Let's see first if we can see it here. Okay, so this is it. So we credited John Demo 15,000 naira, and of course our balance has reduced by this amount. So our current balance is 50,500. So what I'm going to do right now, I've shown you how to transfer money. So now I'm going to log out as Daniel Demo, then I'm going to log in as John Demo to show you how this works. So I'm going to log in as John Demo, then we're going to check that we are going to check the funds that was transferred to us by Daniel Demo. We're going to check that. So for me to do that, I'm going to click on statements. Okay, so this is it. This is it. 31st October, testing transfer from Daniel Demo, 15,000 naira. So you see that everything is working correctly. So typically this is how to run online banking system in ASP.NET, C#, SQL Server, and then Bootstrap as the CSS. So for the database, I told you before that I use SQL Server. Okay, and then the code behind, of course, is C#. The code behind is C#, and then the front end is ASP.NET and HTML. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe button. And of course, if you like the video, click on the like button. Okay, and then you can also turn on that notification bell